Hi everybody, it's Gina Paige with AfricanAncestry.com, and I'm here with Kristen Clark-Webb.
Hey.
She's our special guest today for our Facebook Live. I know you're used to seeing us at 2 o'clock, but we wanted to do something special today and reveal Kristen's results, and so we had to wait for her to get here, and she went through rain and sleet and heat and humidity, trains and buses and walking to get here. So I'm very happy that you're here with us. Welcome to African Ancestry. Before we get to your reveal, Kristen, I need to tell people that we're doing a giveaway. So there's a book called The Cooking Gene. A good friend and African Ancestry family member, Michael Twitty, his book launched yesterday. And he takes people through a journey of African American history through food.
I've seen that.
Yeah. So you got to enter the contest so you can win the book. He's autographed several copies for us, and we're giving them away. We have a contest on our Facebook page.
Okay.
So hopefully you all and Kristen will enter to win the copies that we're giving away of The Cooking Gene. I'm telling you, it's got recipes. He has commentary on race and society, so it's a really interesting read. So I encourage you all to support. And if you don't win, you can go to mahoganybooks.com and purchase the book. Those are our friends and partners online. They're a Black-owned bookseller, and so you can get the book from them. So that's the housekeeping. Now on to the good stuff. I don't know anything about Kristen except for that she's a beautiful woman. She dresses quite lovely, and she's excited about knowing where she's from. So tell me what made you decide to take this test?
Well, I've always had the curiosity of who my ancestors are, who my grandparents' parents are. I was born in DC, but I grew up in Jamaica.
I was going to say, I hear an accent.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, all right, where am I from? Who am I? Am I African American? Am I Jamaican? I call myself Jamaican.
Okay.
So anybody that asks me, because my grandparents are there, but I don't know where they're from. You know, having learned African American history, I know we are in the diaspora and not in our homeland. So that's what kind of,
motivated
me.
So how'd you find out about African ancestry? Because you had choices, and I'm imagining that you knew about the choices and you chose us. So what made you choose us?
Yeah, I know of all of them. But I watch PBS. And I watch Dr. Henry Louis Gates, and I'm always just fascinated by all the stars and people that he brings on, and fascinated by all the twists and turns in their history. And I've always just wanted to know my lineage as well. And in wanting to know my lineage, I saw how he not only showed which country they're from on the continent, but which tribe and which language they spoke. And you know, he traveled to the different sites and showed like their dress, their eating customs, and all of that. So yeah, that kind of.
You wanted specificity.
Exactly.
Okay, good. Well, you came to the right place.
Yeah, because I know with the others, they just tell you west of Africa, east, or so on.
Right.
So I wanted more specificity.
She came to the right place. She's gorgeous. She's smart. This is what the African Ancestry family looks like, y'all. So you gotta be, if you want to be down with us, this is how we roll. So, all right. So I guess I should tell you. Well, no. I have another question.
Okay.
So where do you think you're from? How far can you go back? And I know people who live in Jamaica often believe or know that they have Ghanaian ancestry. So what are you thinking?
That's the only thing I know. That's the only thing I've heard. And when I've spoken to African people who are from the continent that migrate here, but knowing where they're from, and I always ask them, who do I look like? do I look like a Nigerian? Do I look like anyone in your culture that, you know? And I've met Ghanaians that said, yeah, Jamaicans are from Ghana. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking is Ghana.
Okay.
But my sister married a Nigerian, so I don't know if her affinity for Nigeria is kind of a subliminal telling of where we're from.
I don't know. We have Ghana as a guess. We have Nigeria as a guess. All valid guesses for sure.
Okay.
So, I guess I'll tell you now. You ready to know?
Yes.
Okay. She's like, get on with it. So we did find so you took the matriclan test. That means we traced your mother's line all the way back 500 to 2,000 years.
Okay.
And these results are not just for Kristen, but they're for everybody in her family on that maternal line. So you mentioned you have a sister, and so do you have children?
Not yet.
Not yet. Do you have nieces and nephews?
Yes.
Okay, so your results will be the same for your niece, and then when she has children, and they have children, and when you have children, so all future generations, your cousins, your mother's brothers and sisters. This is for all of y'all. I think you're sharing this on your Facebook page too. So all of Kristen's family. Let me get to it. So we did find your ancestry in Africa, because there was a chance that it wasn't going to be African, but
because I did my father's side and we're 100% Portuguese and Spain. That was a major letdown.
Yeah, but those were the colonizers. Yeah. Okay, well, no, you're African on your mother's side, and the country that you share ancestry with is on the west coast of Africa. Is centrally located, and it's the only country that has both French and English as its official languages. It is known as Africa in miniature because of the vast cultural and geographic diversity. So in this country, you have everything from beaches to mountains to savannas to deserts. You can travel there. And then culturally, anything that you find from all the other countries on the continent, you'll find in this country. Their economy is very diverse, although oil is its major export. But it has a very diverse economy, and it's about the size of California. So it's, to put it in perspective, it's a decent size for the continent, right? But it's not that big when you put it into the context of our state. So it's not Nigeria. The country that you share ancestry with is also the ancestry for Anthony Anderson, Wanda Sykes.
Anthony Anderson?
Yes. She's getting this in delayed. Like, she hears it a second later. Yes. Anthony Anderson. Wanda Sykes.
Oh.
Tasha Smith. She's Tasha Smith. Who else? Condoleezza Rice.
Wow.
Lamont Rucker. You have to know him. Fine actor. He's in a lot. He's in Greenleaf right now on OWN.
Okay.
Shout out to Lamont Rucker. He's our homie from DC. DC, girl. And Quincy Jones.
That's why.
So
I love music.
You share ancestry with 3 groups: the Tikar people, the Hausa people, and the Fulani people living in Cameroon today. Cameroon. Goosebumps.
Just a little bit. Oh my God.
Cameroon. And I'm playing this song, Soul Makossa, because this was the first disco song, Soul Makossa by Manu Dibango. And you all may have heard me try to sing this before, but now I actually have the music. So this was considered the first disco record, and he is a Cameroonian musician. So I wanted to, to have the feel of your music. Yes, Makossa music. So I have your results for you. This is your certificate welcoming you to the African Ancestry family, everybody. It's official. And I wanted to also give you a gift of a journal. So this is an African ancestry journal, and so you can write down how you're feeling about those goosebumps and what you were thinking, you know, when you heard this, and now what you're going to do. You're welcome. It's a pleasure to have you, and I'm so glad you came in, because this is the fun part of what I do, and I don't get to do it very often, so thank you. How are you feeling? You're smiling from ear to ear.
I am happy. I think I heard the Tikar people at one point, and I think it's too personal.
Okay,
but
that's fine.
I thought about a name.
Okay. For future reasons,
and I came up with a princess Wu-Tang or something like that, and I think she's from that tribe, Tikar people.
Okay.
So I was like,
well, you know, the Tikar are the artists and the artisans, which seems to be fitting for you. The Hausa tend to be the traders and the merchants of the culture, and then the Fulani, so we're cousins through the Fulani. I'm Fulani from Nigeria, but the Fulani are nomads, and so you'll find them in many different parts of Africa, but because we have, and our Uber Facebook Live producer Ty has some Fulani ancestry, so you'll find them across the continent, but your specific sequences were a match to the Fulani. And let me find your score. So let's see. Your sequence similarity score was 100%. So that means that we found people who are Tikar who have your same mtDNA, people who are Hausa who have your same mtDNA, and people who are Fulani. So we couldn't separate them out, you know. They share the same genetics, even though they may have different social and cultural practices and beliefs. So, but they're all in Cameroon. They're all your people, and you got a lot of research to do now.
I think I found the answer.
Okay, she said, "I think I found the answer." Well, that's a quote. And on that note, I think. Oh, that's right. So Ty's reminded me. Thank you, Ty. We also have an online community, which you probably know about because you've already done your paternal line. But on the online community, you can talk to other people and get more information and share resources about all of those groups and about Cameroon.
Okay.
So welcome again. It's such a nice time to sit here with you and give you these results. And thank you for sharing it with our Facebook Live community. I wasn't even paying attention to the comments, but thank you, everybody.
That's my sister.
Oh, that's your sister. Oh, congratulations, K-Ann. Welcome to the family, and welcome your daughter to the family. Is it her daughter?
No, Catherine.
Catherine and her. See, I'm all trying to get in your family business, and I'm wrong. That's why you need to mind your business. Stay out of people's family business. Anyway, to all her people, welcome to the African Ancestry family. And and I have to tell you this. So I'm traveling to Egypt.
Oh, you are?
On Sunday. Okay. I'm going with Tony Browder in the IKG Cultural Resource Center. And so I'm not sure if we're going to have a Facebook Live next Wednesday or not. We're going to try. I don't know what the Wi-Fi is like. It's 6 hours difference. So to do it at 2 o'clock, I'm going to have to do it at some o'clock in the morning. I don't know. I'm going to try. But if you don't see us on Facebook next Wednesday and the following Wednesday, it's because I'm in Egypt. But I'm going to do my best to take pictures and take some video and post it so you all can at least see what's going on with our past in Kemet. So I will see you all in a couple of weeks. Thanks.
Thank you.
When you stick your hand out, it's like